because I can certainly use some. I don't know about you.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've slept like 5 hours in the last 5 days.
What's the prerogative behind that?
School and music.
Jesus Christ, dude. You gotta get yourself some sleep. It's important.
I know. Hey, and I feel like a little bit of mania helps us making music, so.
I would be lying if I didn't say disagreed. Shit, I went the wrong way. Whoops.
Yeah, it's weird over here. You gotta do like a little loop.
Oh, you got the Green Dragon nearby?
Yep. Yeah, and a liquor store. It's like,
oh shit.
I don't have to even walk anywhere. Like,
just as they would hope, I'm sure. Getting in there going in there all stoned and then going to get some wasty tasties.
It's a one-stop shop.
It's a one-stop shop.
There used to be a gym over here, so it was like slightly progressive, but then that shut down, but somehow the weed store and the liquor store survived.
I wonder why that is.
America.
What's easier, just going to get some liquor and weed or going to work out?
Hey, you know, all three works.
Hey, why not?
There you go.
Wasn't it like Always Sunny in Philadelphia that basically they were trying to make like Protein that was like an alcoholic energy?
Oh, yeah.
Like protein shake?
See, it's funny because like, you say stuff like that, but I literally saw an alcohol that had creatine in it.
Oh god.
And I'm like, dude, why the fuck?
Was it called like Bro Fist or something?
It was probably Dude Bro Dude.
Dude Bro Dude?
Yeah.
Dude Bro Dude. Let's have some Dude Bro Dude.
And I had a Dude Bro heart attack.
Oh my god. Just too much bro down.
I'm going into Chad cardiac arrest.
Chad. That's a large truck to be parking right on the side of the road at an intersection. Like,
yeah, it's real silly over here.
What are you doing, silly goose?
And then there's this dude in the brown truck thing that's been there for like months. Yeah, I think he just lives in his truck.
You think?
Oh, yeah.
Huh. I didn't know.
Well, it's funny because you can see he blacks out the windows that are facing the sun, too.
It looks like it's because it's a food truck, though. That's probably the side that has like all the cooking stuff on it.
That'd be tight.
It looks like, I mean, it's got all the fitments for a food truck.
Dude, if I had a food truck, a liquor store, and a fucking dispensary all within walking distance, I would get so fat.
Dude, if you had like, if you had all of those things in one, like a driving liquor store slash dispensary slash restaurant.
Oh yeah.
Like,
you'd be golden.
That'd be pretty fucking tight, dude.
I think you'd have a hard time getting people to leave.
They'd be following you. You'd have like a trail of people constantly down the road. And
bring some like, you know, portable like outdoor love sacks. Like they're just too zonked, they're just like, all right, dude, I'm done for a minute. Like,
just need a timeout, dude.
Yeah, right.
Just give me a timeout.
I'm gonna rent this love sack for the next 3 hours while I just sit here and just watch the world spin.
That'd be kind of weird though. Like then you'd be renting love sacks like by the minute, I'm sure.
I was thinking by the hour, but I mean,
or by the hour. I mean, that might be a little bit less strange, maybe. I don't know, but like, man, love sacks are expensive.
Oh yeah.
I've only sat in one like maybe twice, and I can see why they're so expensive. But like, they don't even be that expensive. You know what I mean?
They're kind of nice. So I had one at my old house, and I couldn't get a fucking couch into my basement because whoever designed the place like made the stairs way too narrow. So that was kind of cool. But I mean, I'll tell you what, like moving it back up the stairs, that's a nightmare. Because it's like this like 400-pound like giant lump of cotton.
Oh,
isn't
it
like
memory foam too?
Yeah, yeah. And like it's just like super dense, and like you just have to like push and shove that thing to get through certain places, and it's a nightmare.
I can't imagine. I feel like that's like having to basically haul around like, I don't know, like quite the obese ball of cotton.
It's like you're trying to like transport like a drunk Michelin man. And he's like just got way too wasted to fucking move, and you're like, all right, buddy, you gotta get you bed. And yeah, nightmare fuel.
That's just like the perfect nightmare fuel though. It kind of just runs with it.
Speaking of running, is the camera still going here?
We're recording.
Oh, okay.
We are live.
Sweet.
On YouTube televisions.
With trial and error.
With trial and error.
That's me.
With trial and error. That's him.
Yes. I also did start a new side project a couple weeks ago when I had that sleepless mania. I was like, you know what? It sounds great. It would totally be like really healthy for me. Starting another project.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I was curious why you started up like 2 projects so quickly, because like I didn't realize they were both you at first. So first, that's a nice explanation of some of the backstory behind it. And second, I suppose what is actually, you know, let's continue this like after the.
Yeah, let's do one. I can't multitask, so.
I can't multitask. I can't.
We're also driving too. So.
I'm also driving.
Just like you're like, all right, I need to talk and order, so let's just say fuck it to driving and turn into a poll.
Exactly. All right. Currently.
Hey there, what can I get started for you today?
Hey, can I please have a venti soy caramel macchiato? And does that come with 2 or 3 shots of espresso?
That comes with 2 in the hot one and 3 in the iced one.
Let's do. Huh, that's weird. Let's do the iced one.
There's different ounces in them, so like there's different volumes.
Ah, okay. So yeah, I guess let's do the iced one. And then what did you want?
I'll just do like a grande green tea frappuccino.
And then a grande green tea frappuccino.
Perfect. I have the grande green tea frappuccino, and then I have the venti iced caramel macchiato. That comes with 3 shots standard. Is there anything else for you guys?
That macchiato is also going to be soy.
Oh, perfect. I'm glad I asked. Awesome. Is that it for you guys?
That'll be it.
All right. It is going to be 12:04. We'll see you up here.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
So I heard they're actually getting what was it? Oat milk soon. So that's kind of.
I thought they already had that, didn't they?
I think some like the special stores do, but like I heard that's like the new thing coming out.
I know that Dunkin' I think has it.
Oh.
I think Dunkin' has it. I love Dunkin'.
Mm-hmm.
Dunkin's the bomb, dude.
They actually have one down the street. I haven't had Dunkin' Donuts in like literally ever. Or there's Krispy Kreme too, and I was like, dude, what?
So Dunkin' is super common out in Chicago. Hey Larry.
Good morning, 12:04 is your total.
Awesome.
How's it going?
Pretty good. How about you?
Oh, you know, living the dream.
Every day.
Does it
Every day.
have that? No, it doesn't. Okay.
Nah, this one doesn't have the tap one.
Some do and some do not.
Yeah, a couple of mine do, but
Yeah,
not that
I know my first bank cards finally came in and they do the same.
Yeah.
There you go. You all set? All right, 1 iced caramel macchiato.
Perfecto.
And then I'm just waiting on your green tea cream cappuccino, okay?
Awesome, sounds good.
Are you guys out to do something fun?
I'm just gonna go for a drive through the canyons, pretty much. Yeah.
That sounds like a good
Yeah.
Oh,
It's good.
in time, so maybe my husband up there too.
Yeah, there you go.
Where are you going exactly?
Coal Creek Canyon on the way in, and then on the way out, Golden Gate Canyon.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Yeah, they're really, really pretty.
Yeah, well, enjoy yourself.
Hey, you have a good one.
You too, thank you.
Thank you. So you want me to bet money again?
If you want. Yeah, sure. So we got a 45-minute drive to the mouth of the canyon.
Cool.
But the drive, no matter where you're driving in Colorado, though, it's always so fucking gorgeous.
Oh yeah, especially during fall.
Really, just like I feel like it's just all the time. There's no exception. Like you could probably like pick and choose which way does it want me to fucking go.
You could probably go straight. I think it wants you to go left. What the hell? Oh no, I guess it didn't. Alright, I guess we're turning Lolly. But I think the only like not awesome place here is like Commerce City.
I can't turn left here.
Oh wait, you can't?
I'm going this way.
Fucking
We're gonna. Oh, I can't go this way. It's a dead end.
This is quite an adventure.
What? Okay, this is going to be.
A bitch.
This is going to be the whole video. Us just navigating this goddamn parking lot.
Yep.
Holy shit. Oh, this is the learning experience.
Oh my god, I wish we could just take a video of that.
Yeah, just
Let's take a picture of that later and just
insert
the learning experience.
The learning experience. This is what we went and did today. The learning experience.
Don't trust Google Maps.
Today I learned you can never trust Google Maps.
That's why I have trust issues.
Google Maps is trust issues.
Yep.
So should I go that way then? Should I give her the gander?
I think. Well, we can. Yeah, I
think we have to.
Yeah. I mean, I think it says the sign says, "Hey, don't do left turn here," but my thought, no cop, no stop. So, like,
all gas, no brakes.
Exactly.
All gas, no brakes. Speaking of, have you seen his interviews? Oh, dude. Speaking of like good interviews, his are great.
Oh, you're talking the Dead Mouse ones?
All gas, no brakes is a dude. Or a channel, more accurately. I could have stirred this. I hate how they don't stir it just for the like in the name of like basically like it looking pretty. But
if you order it upside down, they pre-stir it and put more caramel in it.
Why did I not know this?
I have a sister that works at Starbucks, so I have insider information.
All the conspiracy theories.
Yep, and then her best friend also works at Starbucks. And then, so I actually started trial and error with, oh, there we go. Get some, ooh, all gas, no brakes.
All gas, no brakes.
Shout out.
Yeah. So, trial and error.
Yeah, so it originally started with me and my friend Lauren, because her boyfriend bought her like a DJ deck, like his DDJ SX2 or 3, no 3, and she's like, hey, you should come over here and like learn how to DJ. And so she knew the fundamentals, kind of told me about like phrasing and some of that, and then downloaded a bunch of music. Then she kind of taught me how to DJ, and then after doing that for a little bit, it's like, oh, let's just start, trial and error. Let's just do that. And we did that for a bit, and then I kind of split off to start making music, and then she focused on the DJing. So she kind of like wrote some of her mixes, and then I wrote like the Ableton stuff, and then we kind of just like taught each other stuff. So it's kind of cool. That's how it all started. She's kind of taking a little bit of a hiatus, just kind of like get some stuff together, but we've been meeting back up together again to kind of like work on stuff and teaching her how to like make rhythm and all that. So, yeah.
So that's a genre that's been kind of popping its head up that I don't really know much about, like rhythm. Because I know that's like actually, like, isn't that actually like also very much like a reggae thing?
Yeah, it all kind of splits from like it has like the inspirations from reggae, like with the offbeats, like the hits and the offbeats and stuff like that. It's like, oh, it's rhythm. But yeah, I don't know, like I'm definitely into like the dubstep and rhythm stuff, but like lately I've almost kind of I'm realizing how old I'm getting, because I'll hear the new stuff and I'm like, is this music? What are these kids listening to these days?
Dude, tell me about it. Like, there's so much. There's a reason why I'm so like grounded into like the mousetrap like realm. It's because like everything that they do seems to sound so classic. Like, I don't know how else to describe it. It just seems to have that like really classic like progressive house, like kind of like theater, and also just in general noise to it.
Well, it's hard too, because like I'm sure like I can speak for myself and maybe you as well, that like you just have a lot of really awesome memories and associations with that sound. Like especially Red Rocks.
Yeah.
Like especially like seeing Deadmau5 at Red Rocks, some of the better memories of my life.
Dude,
good stuff.
Deadmau5 at Lollapalooza for me was like fucking god tier.
This is so good. But yeah, and like I had like a thought this morning that like just totally it like haunted my dreams. That like, I just realized that one day, people aren't gonna be making the music I like the most as I get older, and you're just gonna run out of like new stuff. And quite some development.
Well,
but
that, and also Long's Peak is huge and beautiful. But yeah, like it's kind of, that is an interesting thought, because as time progresses, trends change, and like what we know and what we love as like, and what we cater our brains to, like for with our favorite music styles, they probably won't be made anymore. We're gonna be like oh my god, it's gonna be like we're our grandparents, and we're just listening to like I miss old Blue Eyes.
Back in my day.
Old Blue Eyes, old Dean Martin. Who, by the way, both of them are amazing, but
yeah. But it is just like it's a terrible thought that one day there'll be no new music in your favorite genre, and you'll just have to, it'll forever from then on be playing songs on repeat.
Yeah, it'll be like in order to, oh my god, yeah, it'd be like, play us the songs of your
peoples.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah, but kind of cool thing though is I've been seeing a lot of I know like there's always like those throwback kicks that kind of come up every couple of years. But I've seen a lot of like inspiration from like the 80s lately.
Yep.
I mean, especially with synthwave, that's an obvious one. But I've been seeing like a lot of like almost hair metal inspired stuff. Like they're usually joking bands. Like I saw this one, this music video. It's called Orgy of One. And it's like super themed like the 80s, and it was probably the fucking best thing I've seen in a long time.
Have you ever seen Kung Fury?
Yeah, Kung Fury. Yeah.
And then also, let's see what else is there. Oh shit, there's a ton of fucking shit. But Kung Fury wasn't even the first thing that came to mind for me. it's just like they've been around for a while. It's Steel Panther.
Yeah,
dude, they're classic.
You should also check out. I know they're like heavier metal, but they have this music video. I think it's not really heavy.
Yeah.
But oh my god, it's gonna blow my mind. I'm gonna have to find it. It's like this this band from Germany that I've been kind of like I listened to like back in high school, and I didn't know they're still around. And they put out the song Hypa Hypa, and oh my god, and, like the whole music video is them just like with like straight up the bilayer mullets.
Oh really?
Going on, and it's just like cheesy green screen backgrounds and all this stuff. It's so amazing.
I want to do shit like that just for fun. That'd be pretty cool. Oh my gosh!
I actually just got a green screen, so.
You did?
Yeah, and
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I got it for like when I finally do streams.
There you go.
Yeah.
I've been dabbling with streaming a little bit, and so now apparently with same with John Baldwin now, and like a couple other guys are starting to dabble with it. I think I'm gonna switch over from Twitch to like Reddit though.
Wait, they do streaming on Reddit?
I didn't know it until last night either.
Huh.
Yeah. I might do that. I have to give it a shot, because now that I have like the new laptop, I can actually do this shit without it fucking failing.
Yeah, I was thinking about like as a producer, you don't really have to worry about streaming too much, because I mean you literally make your own music. So there's like can't get copywritten for your own stuff, because I mean that would be stupid. Yeah. But like DJs, like what the fuck are they gonna do? Like if they just spin out other people's music, how are they gonna stream? Because like there's like big laws coming out now about like not being able to stream other people's music.
Probably exactly that. I mean, they're probably not going to be able to do it.
And like it's like, call me crazy, but like if you actually pay for your music, I feel like you should be able to spin it out. Like I know you're only paying like $1 for a song, but you should be able to, like without like unless you're playing a massive show or something, you should like probably get some rights for something like that. But if you're doing something where you're not making like any revenue, you should definitely be able to spin a song out, I feel like.
Yeah, I guess that would be where you would have to draw the line, is where if you're making revenue, and that's typically where it's traditionally drawn anyways, I think, or at least I thought.
Well, Facebook's like, you can make music from a stream on Facebook, and they've been tearing the streams down left and right, and then, yeah, I heard there's like new stuff coming out on Twitch, and like, they get really pissed if you play like, other people's music, even just like if you're like gaming or something.
Well, I've started, yeah, and they're just going the way of YouTube.
Yeah.
And like,
it kind of makes me wonder though if it's gonna like, because you know how like TikTok now, like this is me just being old as shit again, but I just downloaded the TikTok a couple weeks ago, and it's kind of interesting how they have like the license. They just get artists to upload their music onto like their, it's like they're on like record label kind of, almost like Spotify or something like that. And so artists will just upload their stuff there, and then you can just use music that way. And since it's through the app, like there's no worry about copyright, so like you can actually do stuff with music. Makes me wonder if like, because like I don't really watch a lot of like gaming streams, but I feel like if you're watching like someone stream and there's like no music or anything else, I feel like that would like really kind of be a huge drawback. I feel like, especially when you get to like lulls in the game or something, it'd be kind of nice to have music in the background.
I don't know, all the streams that I've watched. Oh, and by the way, if you want to adjust your seat so you have more leg room, everything is adjustable. It's not that much of a race car. It's definitely not that much of a race car.
Well, it's the advantage of being 5'9".
5'9". Oh yeah.
Just chilling.
I'm only like 5'10", dude. I'm only like an inch taller than you, max.
Yeah, we're average as fuck.
We're average as fuck, dude.
Yep.
Just average fuckers.
Oh, look at that.
Those mountains.
Oh, I know.
Holy shit, dude. We're going in them. I'm stoked.
Oh, I hope the roads are nice.
Oh, they will be. They will be. I'm not worried about that.
We thought we were going through rabbit ears or any of that, so.
Fuck no.
Yeah, I've been driven through rabbit ears through like a fucking snowstorm. Oh my god. Like.
Maybe? Isn't that the one that goes to,
Steamboat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I might have once.
It's like probably the most dangerous pass, other than like maybe areas of Telluride in Colorado, I swear.
Really?
Oh fuck, dude. Like when a storm goes through there, you like literally, your instinctual fear for your life comes back. And you're like, oh wait, I'm really in this bitch. Like, because like, it's just, the snow gets so intense up there.
Oh, yeah.
And it's really hard for them to maintain, because it's like in the middle of there in the mountains.
Yeah, true.
And
not a lot of refueling infrastructure.
Yeah, like I remember one time my family and I were driving up to Steamboat, and oh my god, you could see maybe 5 feet in front of you, like at most. And like we had 4-wheel drive, and everyone was slipping out, and just like when you pair that with like blind turns, and you're on the highway, that's something else.
Dude, fuck that. Yeah, I've actually never really been in the mountains with this thing in a significant snow event yet. Like only once maybe, and it was like just for a couple hours on a drive back from Moab.
I mean, if you want to appreciate like the fear for life, I would. I mean, go for it, but be safe.
I mean, I have snow tires, so
it helps.
It helps a lot, dude. Like it's a life changer.
Oh, that guy has no issue. Jesus Christ.
No problem. Well, you'd actually be surprised. You know, like, they look like they'd be great, but those trucks, really the only thing that makes them okay in the snow is that they have 4-wheel drive to get started. But otherwise, they can fishtail out really easily because they have no weight in the rear.
Yeah. It's funny, my buddy, he bought a fucking truck for himself, and he's always had like just cars. Well, he bought a truck, and somehow he managed to get a 2-wheel drive fucking truck in Colorado, and I was like,
oh shit.
Excuse me. Like,
oh shit.
Pretty sure like soccer mom minivan does better in the snow than that shit.
Mine does better. This does better in the snow than that shit.
Yeah.
Guarantee it. Oh my god, that's a terrible idea.
Yeah, I was like, where do you even find a 2-wheel drive truck in Colorado?
I don't know. Well, actually, I do know. It's like you find them as like discounted trucks that used to be like fleet trucks.
Oh yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. And I think that we built that extra space storage right there.
You built that?
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we definitely did actually.
What did you do for it?
I didn't do anything on that build project. I just know that was our company that did that. But yeah,
that's how I feel sometimes. I did rebar for a little bit. Rebar construction.
Oh, okay.
That sucked.
Yeah, rebar is a tough job, dude.
Yeah, because there's like this. It's like, like Fat Cats. It's kind of like that. It's like some like bowling and games and stuff like that. It's like one of those that are out here, and I remember having to do the rebar for that, and oh my god, because it was like the middle of winter, and everyone else was going home, and my boss, he's like one of those like super tough do-it-yourselfer guys, and he's like privately contracted, so he doesn't get paid by the hour. He gets paid when the shit's done. It was negative like 15 degrees, and the wind was ripping, and we were there at 4 o'clock in the goddamn morning, carrying like solid rebar. Yeah, that's also fucking cold. Yeah, dude. And had to just deal with that trudging through the snow. I had like I think it was like 3 or 4 layers of gloves on, and my hands were still numb as shit at the end of the day. And I was like, dude, fuck. It was like at that moment, I'm like, okay, I'm finding a job that's inside. Yeah, I live for that shit, funny enough. Like, I fucking still do that. Except I'm the general contractor, so it's a little bit more posh, but like, yeah, you know. It's nice to be able to get out of it, like, not being stuck in an office space is probably pretty great. Yeah. But, yeah, dealing with the elements sometimes, you're just like, dude, fuck this, I'm gonna go inside. Yeah, there's a lot of moments where I'm like that, but I typically am pretty well bundled up, so. Yeah. I'm typically on the up and up, you know. Yeah. You also hope that like you're like, hey, it's like too goddamn cold, go home. Like, no, it doesn't happen with us. Construction's just like, they're like, nah, dude. Like, they're. I gotta say, like, people who work construction are just like built of a different breed. Like, that's something else. Oh yeah. I am not a normal person at fucking all. I am very strange. Goddamn Long's Peak, looking big as heck. It does. Makes me wish I was going snowboarding this year, but everything's fucking expensive. That's probably the reason why I picked up rock climbing, dude. It's a lot cheaper. If you want to just go to a gym, like, yeah, dude, way cheaper. Like, holy cow, like. Yeah. Plus, like, I heard with like all the resorts now, you have to actually have the pass to even be able to go at all. Oh, I'm not surprised, but I don't go skiing or snowboarding. But yeah, I mean, I got a whole, you know, lead climbing
sport climbing rack and, you know, rope and whatnot, and you can get all that for about as much as you're spending on like a full year and brand new equipment for like including your pass and like new equipment for skiing or snowboarding. But you don't have to buy a pass over and over again. Plus, if you were just going to a gym, for example, like you can get into it not including the gym membership for about $150.
That's pretty solid. That's like there's day passes that cost more than that in Colorado.
A day pass for a gym costs $20.
All right.
Like,
I'll have to look into that.
Yeah, dude, it's so worth it. Climbing's awesome. It's like genuinely improved my life. It helps center me, you know, it does a whole lot of really good things for my mental game.
You can definitely see it getting you in the moment pretty hard.
Oh shit. What's up, ST bro?
Oh my god. Does everyone do that?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Everybody does it.
I've noticed that with like Jeeps too.
Yep.
Even have like a pretty like shitty Jeep, and people in Jeeps are still like, hey, what's up? I'm like, this is shitbox. What are you saying? We're like,
dude, exactly.
Look away from me.
It's the same thing with STs and whatnot. They're kind of just like, you know, shit boxes, but also they're really fun shit boxes. You know what's really funny? Ford did something clever with this car. I don't know what it did, because clearly it's pretty quick, right?
Yeah.
But per insurance, it's classified as a station wagon.
Wait, what?
Yep.
Well, I mean, I feel like it's probably easier to get insurance on a station wagon than
Exactly.
Yeah.
So how did Ford manage to do that on something that's like, because I think if you get the Focus ST, it actually counts as like a sports car on insurance.
Yeah.
But this one doesn't. And I don't know how or why, but it's clever.
It sounds like a really good you know, niche in the system, I guess.
Yeah, like
I find the words
whatever,
this morning.
Maybe a loophole or something.
Yeah.
I don't know what they did or what type of loophole it was, but it's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's definitely a station wagon.
It is.
Totally.
It's a station wagon with the big old blow-off valve on it.
The
and cold air intake and.
Oh my gosh.
Oh man, run air intercooler. Things are goofy as hell.
Hey, it works. Wait, how's music going for you, by the way?
I feel like it's been going very well. I took like a pretty good break because my laptop like basically took a shit, and then I finally just nutted up and got a new one.
I thought it was the word where you will like recover your projects.
Oh, dude, no, I didn't have to recover projects or anything. Like it was still working, but like it didn't work at the same time. You know what I mean? Like it was barely running. It was just hanging on by fucking strings. So that's the best way to put it. But I don't know. I mean, I feel like I've been seeing, you know, good progress with every song I'm making, and you know, it's continual progress. It's not just, you know, oh, one song I did a lot, one song I did a little, but like it's pretty consistent and everything. I think I just got to work on, like, you know, God, I hate to say it because I think it's like mostly pointless, but like a little bit more music theory shit.
I feel like it helps a little bit. I guess it definitely shines more in different genres, but like, what do you know so far about music theory?
I mean, I took a class in college, but I like dropped out halfway through because I was basically just getting the message that all it really was is that like everything is thirds and sharps are a comma. I mean, like that's everything, and then it's just like, okay, well, how much harmony do you want to put it in? Do you want to do like 3-part harmony? Do you want to just do 2, 4? What do you want? Like, and then it just continues to scale, and then I don't know. I didn't really think of it as nothing. It's so formulaic, especially in Western culture. So I don't know. Like, I didn't find it. I didn't put too much credence in it, but now I am, because like, mostly because I noticed myself just kind of like writing the same things, like, or at least very similar shit.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's where music theory actually holds some value. Like, it can help break you out of the corners, that's that much I will admit, music theory does have very, very inherent value. Like it can break you out of a corner that you write yourself into.
Yeah, and I think it's like it's a good tool to have to like, yeah. So like, so you want to diversify. It's like, oh, like I want to give like, so like something I've seen actually happen in dubstep sometimes, and like this is a common misconception that a lot of people are like, oh, dubstep's just written by like a bunch of kids who are just bastardizing music and know nothing about it. There's actually a couple artists that I've kind of, if you like listen pretty closely, they'll just have like, you know, it's, of course a lot of dubstep's in minor, but when the drop comes, there's actually some that'll use from different modes of major. So like, a lot of dubstep artists will put in like, they'll put in Phrygian on the drop, so it actually gives more of like a really dark feel, and it makes like a nice contrast. Or I've even seen like, I think one of Deadmau5's songs is in Dorian, and so it's like, it's cool to see like, you know, that kind of helps you break away from just like standard minor or major. Yep. But I'm sure the DJs fucking hate that. They're like, why is this song in like, you know, it's in F minor, but why isn't it mixing with other F minor songs? It's like, oh, because the fucking drop is in, you know, Phrygian. Yeah. And Phrygian doesn't really play nice with anything else, so. Yeah. It's, yeah.
I forget which song it was in Dorian though. I forget which one it is. I feel like I can hear it in my head.
I say you're the Deadmau5 expert.
I feel like I can remember which one it is in my head, but I can't remember. I don't know. It's yeah. Anyways, I don't remember. But I love this turn. This turn is so nice.
There's actually a spot where I used to like take like dates and stuff like after like high school. Yeah. If you're looking for a romantic spot, if you actually after this bend you go up here, there's like a little dirt pull off.
Yeah, on the right side.
Yeah. So I'd like take some dates there and like do like I had like this super ghetto like fondue set thing I made. Like I literally went to a thrift store because I did not have money for shit. Yeah. And I found like this little gas burner thing and like some little cheap pots and pans and stuff. Yeah. And so I just parked the car in reverse right before sunset and then like make a little like some ghetto fondue out of the back of my car and stuff.
Ghetto fondue.
Exactly. And like you kind of, if you know a little bit how to cook, you can still make it taste good. So. Oh yeah. Yeah.
It doesn't matter, like, you know. Yeah, that's the cool thing about cooking. Like my little sister's like a ridiculous, like she's actually like a cuisine chef. Like she went to school for it and everything. She's like, I could go on. She's been a chef at some very, 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 very nice restaurants, and she's maybe 23.
No way.
She was one of the chefs at until she just like decided to leave, because probably has something to do with her being engaged to the head chef there. But like they're totally cool. Like the best restaurant in Colorado, like for sure.
What's the best restaurant?
Penrose Room.
Okay.
So yeah, like they you know, they teach me all about cooking, and I'll be over at their place, and you know, they'll be cooking something up for me, and like they don't even use crazy ingredients or anything. They're just like, you know, normal ass ingredients. It's just the execution is fucking perfect, and it's just like, Jesus Christ, like, why can't you bestow some of these godlike skills upon me?
Isn't it just blow your mind how they make something taste that good too? Yeah. Because like, yeah, you think like, oh, I throw some salt on some chicken or some, like, you know, you put on your spices and all that stuff. And, dude, I went to this place, Barolo Grill, and it was for my sister's birthday. I had never had fancy food in my life, okay? And I thought it was always like ridiculous seeing people pay like, you know, hundreds of dollars for like meals, and like, you know, because we really blew our wad on this one, but there's like these little tiny plates. Yeah. And oh my fucking god, I thought I was gonna die. It was so good. Yeah. Now, and like, it was nothing fancy about it, but it was like, I mean, it was really fancy, but like, I don't know how those people can make something taste that good. Yeah. Like.
Yeah, it's really almost terrifying. Yeah. I don't, in like a really good way though. I don't know how else to describe it, because you're just like, so these are some normal ass things. Like, you're just taking bread. You're just taking bread, and then you're turning it into like, and like the concept of like, take bread and the concept of like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and then all of a sudden they turn it into like some type of like, you know, what do you want to call it? Like fucking duck confit, fucking steak au poivre bullshit, like crazy ass I don't know, peanut butter jelly sandwich.
I don't know.
Sounds disgusting.
I don't know if steak and duck confit would go.
But have you had duck confit?
I tried a little bit actually.
Oh my god, dude.
Man,
that stuff is terribly good. It is terribly good.
It's just like, why does it have to be so fucking expensive?
Yeah, well, it's because of how it's made.
It's executed. It's also executed by people who just are like absolute artisans.
Yeah, they are. I don't know what it did, because clearly it's pretty quick, right?
Yeah.
But per insurance, it's classified as a station wagon.
Wait, what?
Yep.
Well, I mean, I feel like it's probably easier to get insurance on a station wagon than
exactly.
A sports car, yeah.
So how did Ford manage to do that on something that's like? Because I think if you get the Focus ST, it actually counts as like a sports car on insurance.
Yeah.
But this one doesn't. And I don't know how or why, but it's clever.
It sounds like a really good. Sounds like a really good niche in the system, I guess.
Yeah, like
I find the words
whatever.
this morning.
Maybe a loophole or something.
Yeah.
I don't know what they did or what type of loophole it was, but it's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's definitely a station wagon.
It is. It is
totally.
It's a station wagon with a big old blow-off valve on it.
Yeah, the
cold air intake and.
Oh my gosh.
Oh man, run air intercooler. Things are goofy as hell.
Hey, it works. Wait, how's music going for you, by the way?
I feel like it's been going very well. I took like a pretty good break because my laptop like basically took a shit, and then I finally just nutted up and got a new one.
I thought it was the word you were able to like recover your projects.
Oh, dude, no, I didn't have to recover projects or anything. Like it was still working, but like it didn't work at the same time. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't. It was barely running. It was just hanging on by fucking strings. So that's the best way to put it. But I don't know. I mean, I feel like I've been seeing good progress with every song I'm making, and it's continual progress. It's not just one song I did a lot, one song I did a little, but like it's pretty consistent and everything. I think I just got to work on like God, I hate to say it because I think it's like mostly pointless, but like a little bit more music theory shit.
I feel like it helps a little bit. I guess it definitely shines more in different genres, but like, what do you know so far about music theory? I
mean, I took a class in college, but I like dropped out halfway through because I was basically just getting the message that all it really was is that like everything is thirds, and sharps are a comma.
Oh yeah.
Like that's everything, and then it's just like, okay, well, how much harmony do you want to put it in? Do you want to do like 3-part harmony? Do you want to just do 2, 4? What do you want? Like, and then it just continues to scale, and then I don't know. I didn't really think of it as nothing. It's so formulaic, especially in Western culture. So I don't know. Like I didn't put too much credence in it, but now I am, because like. Mostly because I noticed myself just kind of like writing the same things, like, or at least very similar shit.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's where music theory actually holds some value. Like it can help break you out of the corners, that much I will admit, music theory does have very, very inherent value. Like it can break you out of a corner that you write yourself into.
Yeah, and I think it's like it's a good tool to have to like, so you want to diversify. It's like, oh, like. I want to give something I've seen actually happen in dubstep sometimes, and like this is a common misconception that a lot of people are like, oh, dubstep's just written by like a bunch of kids who are just bastardizing music and know nothing about it. There's actually a couple artists that I've kind of, if you like listen pretty closely, they'll just have like, it's of course a lot of dubstep's in minor, but when the drop comes, there's actually some that'll use from different modes of major. So like a lot of dubstep artists will put in they'll put in Phrygian on the drop, so it actually gives more of like a really dark feel, and it makes like a nice contrast. Or I've even seen like I think one of Deadmau5's songs is in Dorian, and so it's cool to see like that kind of helps you break away from just like standard minor or major. Yep. But I'm sure the DJs fucking hate that. They're like, why is this song in like you know, it's an F minor, but why isn't it mixing with other F minor songs? It's like, oh, because the fucking drop is in, you know, Phrygian.
Yeah.
And Phrygian doesn't really play nice with anything else, so.
Yeah. I forget which song it was in Dorian, though. I forget which one it is. I feel like I can hear it in my head.
I say you're the Dead Mouse expert.
I feel like I can remember which one it is in my head, but I can't remember. I don't know. It's... Yeah, anyways, I don't remember. But, I love this turn.
Mm-hmm.
This turn is so nice.
There's actually a spot where I used to like take like dates and stuff like after like high school. Yeah. If you're looking for a romantic spot, you actually after this bend you go up here. There's like a little dirt pull off.
Yeah, on the right side.
Yeah. So I'd like take some dates there and like do like I had like this super ghetto like fondue set thing I made. Like I literally went to a thrift store because I did not have money for shit.
Yeah.
And I found like this little gas burner thing and like some little cheap pots and pans and stuff.
Yeah.
And so I just parked the car in reverse right before sunset, and then like make a little like some ghetto fondue out of the back of my car and stuff. Yeah.
Ghetto fondue.
Exactly. And like you kind of if you know a little bit how to cook, you can still make it taste good. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter, like, you know. Yeah, that's the cool thing about cooking. Like my little sister's like a ridiculous. Like she's actually like a cuisine chef. Like she went to school for it and everything. She's like, I could go on. She's been a chef at some very, 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 very nice restaurants, and she's maybe 23.
No way.
She was one of the chefs at until she just like decided to leave. Because probably it has something to do with her being engaged to the head chef there, but like they're totally cool. Like the best restaurant in Colorado, like for sure.
What's the best restaurant?
Penrose Room.
Okay.
So yeah, like they you know, they teach me all about cooking, and I'll be over at their place, and you know they'll be cooking something up for me, and like they don't even use crazy ingredients or anything. They're just like, you know, normal ass ingredients. It's just the execution is fucking perfect, and it's just like, Jesus Christ, like why can't you bestow some of these godlike skills upon me?
Isn't it just blow your mind how they make something taste that good too?
Yeah.
Because like you think like, oh, I throw some salt on some chicken or some like, you know, you put on your spices and all that stuff. And dude, I went to this place, Barolo Grill, and it was for my sister's birthday. I had never had fancy food in my life, okay? And I thought it was always like ridiculous seeing people pay like hundreds of dollars for like meals, and like, you know, because we really blew our wad on this one, but there's like these little tiny plates.
Yeah.
And oh my fucking god, I thought I was gonna die. It was so good.
Yeah.
Now, and like, there's nothing fancy about it, but it was like, I mean, it was really fancy, but like, I don't know how those people can make something taste that good.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah, it's really almost terrifying.
Yeah.
I don't, in like a really good way though. I don't know how else to describe it, because you're just like, so these are some normal ass things. Like you're just taking bread. You're just taking bread, and then you're turning it into like, and like the concept of like, take bread and the concept of like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and then all of a sudden they turn it into like some type of like, you know, what do you want to call it? Like fucking duck confit, fucking steak au poivre bullshit, like crazy ass, I don't know, peanut butter jelly sandwich.
I don't know.
Sounds disgusting.
I don't know if steak and duck confit would go into.
But have you had duck confit?
I tried a little bit actually.
Oh my god, dude.
Man.
That stuff is terribly good. It is terribly good.
It's just like, why does that have to be so fucking expensive?
Yeah, well, it's because of how it's made.
It's executed. It's also executed by people who just are like absolute artisans.
Yeah, they're artists. That's a good way to put it. They're just artists. Like there's no better word for it. They are truly artists when it comes to food. They're master craftsmen.
You know what? It's like what blew my mind too was like when I started getting into. Because I'm not an amazing chef at all. I like before quarantine, I feel like I could have burned water. So, but yeah, I started cooking over quarantine, and because you know there's only so many corn dogs you can fucking eat before you're like, all right, maybe I should cook something. But I didn't realize how hard it is to make like a good sauce. Like, and it makes sense like why sous chefs are like, you know, like top dog. Holy shit! Like I tried making a sauce the other day, and like you just eat like, cause you have like some whipped cream in it, and it was like almost good, and I was like, oh, this would be so great. And within a matter of like 5 fucking seconds, it went from absolutely perfect to just curdled shit. And I'm like, what? And it's like, it's also like, I mean, like, you know, I feel like it's like you're almost like a chemist at that point too.
Yeah, and actually that's a really good point, because I was about to say, you kind of like, what I discovered, because I've been trying to cook more too, is that you'll notice like when these things are about to happen by the smell.
Yeah.
You can't just rely on your eyes, you have to rely on your nose too, and that'll give you way more information than your eyes normally, because I mean, everything is a chemical reaction, and chemical reactions all off-gas something. I don't care what it is, they all give off some type of gas, or they take in some type of gas, and then probably also give off some type of gas. But like, you're gonna smell it before you see it.
Oh yeah. Well, because that's when you can probably tell like that the chemical composition of whatever's going in there is changing. Yeah, because like when something starts to burn, it starts to create these carcinogens and stuff. So I feel like your nose is very trained to be like, oh shit, this is burning. Like,
well, it's even hopefully it's that you also know what these things smell like before they start burning, because anyone can recognize a burn. But like, I don't know. Like I recently just noticed that I'm able to like discern when like olive oil is hot enough and ready to cook when you're like ready to saute something.
Oh yeah.
Because it's not that it starts to smell like burnt olive oil. It starts to smell like really opened up olive oil. Like I don't know how else to describe it.
Well, yeah,
it smells like my mom's house. That's
Italian cooking.
Yeah, Italian cooking. Yeah, makes sense. Like, or grandma's house more specifically. Well, my mom cooked a lot too. I don't know, but my grandma, oh my god,
master chef.
She was, I mean, yeah, she was full ass Italian. Like, cooked all the time. Was feeding a family of 10 kids. Like, she could cook. And what do you call it? There's like, I just use all the same specific brands that those, like my mom and my grandma used, and you know, the difficult thing though is you can't find the right red sauce that like they have out in Chicago. That they do. We don't have it out here. We just don't have the brand.
Really?
Yeah.
How much of an impact does it make in the final product?
Oh, well, the red sauce, the tomato sauce is very important. Like you got to have the correct tomato paste or the tomato sauce, like, and that's like where half the flavor comes from. You know, like,
especially if it's like your base, yeah.
Yeah, like which every sauce in like Italy is like, well, not every sauce, but like the stereotypical sauces of Italy are all tomato paste based. But then you have like, you know, your carbonaras and whatnot that don't necessarily have that. Anything with a white sauce. Basil pestos.
Pesto. That's the shit.
Have you ever had a pesto gnocchi?
Yes.
Dude.
Ooh, gnocchi is so good.
My sister taught me how to make gnocchi, like the way they do over at like the restaurants I was talking about.
Yeah.
And I vaguely remember how to make it. I just need to see a recipe online, and I remember there was one online that was just like what she taught me, and I just gotta find that one again and remake it. Because I made it with her a couple times. I have the muscle memory, but...
She should start like a cooking channel. You can feel the acceleration on your face.
It's funny, dude. I was actually, I was in the passenger seat of my car for the first time, actually, a couple months ago.
Is that the trippiest thing?
Yeah. It was, because like I let my buddy drive it before he went off into the Navy, and he was, you know, having a good time. I was telling him just like, hey, you know, as long as we're in a safe position, you know, go ahead, gun it. Like, just be wary of cops. I'm not paying for tickets, that type of shit. And because, you know, well, we wouldn't have had to worry about it. We were in Mexico. It's okay, but you know, the long story short is that he'd gun it, and like you don't feel acceleration the same when you're driving as when you're sitting in the car as a passenger. You don't. And so yeah, I felt it in my face. I was like, what the fuck, dude? I didn't realize my car was that quick. Like, bullshit. Like, I did not realize, like,
it's like a little bit different when you actually have the control of it because you're expecting it. But when you're sitting here like, no, like
yeah, it was surprising to me. Oh, and this is Cold Creek Canyon. Welcome to the canyon. This is gorgeous.
Oh yeah, it's a clear day today too.
This is a great day for the drive.
Literally 0 clouds. Oh, okay, there's back there, but up here,
I'm surprised I haven't seen any like deer yet. I haven't seen them a lot lately.
Saw some llamas back there. That's pretty great.
Oh, dude, the llamas, or were they alpacas?
I don't know.
Alpacas are just like bros.
Are those just like the fuzzy ones? Those are llamas?
Yeah, those are the fuzzy, like adorable llamas. Like the llama llamas are like the angry fucking, you know,
like Cusco from.
Yes, like Cusco, sassy, spit on you, don't throw off my groove.
Basically David Spade.
Basically David Spade.
Yeah.
Like perfect.
David Spade was his own spirit animal.
David. I love that movie. Oh my god.
It's a classic.
It's so classic.
It's right up there like Road to El Dorado.
I haven't seen that in so long.
That one's the titties.
It is so good.
Oh yeah.
It is so good. If I remember right, it also has a good soundtrack.
Oh, it does. It's just like, you know, here's the Inner Boomer coming out again. I just don't feel like, you know, the movies are quite the same anymore. I mean, like, there's definitely been a couple good ones.
It's because everybody's afraid of making a movie that's going to get canceled now.
Yeah, that's true.
Which, you know, bullshit. Like, this is such a bullshit fucking, like, culture.
Well, that is just like, I feel like everything's just trying to fit the same mold right now. It's like when one hit comes out, people just like get super stuck into that. And like, I feel like that applies to pretty much everything. Like, every fucking movie right now is goddamn Frozen.
Yeah.
And then like a lot of music, especially dubstep, it's like, you know, they all fucking sound exactly the same. And it's just, you know.
Every video game is Call of Duty.
Yeah, and it's just like, I feel like a lot of it kind of comes from like this whole need to have like social media presence and like have to be known and all that stuff, because people are like more afraid to take risks now because you know, like they it's like they want the to be known part more. It's like more important than what they're making, so they don't really take as many creative leaps.
Yeah, that's really kind of sad.
Yeah, and that's kind of like why I'm really happy and thankful that like my main focus and job is going to be with engineering, and like I don't have to do like music for a living, because like fuck dude, it would really suck to just like treat, you know, music like a business, because then it is really hard to take those creative leaps. And you know, if no one likes my music, I fucking like it, so I mean, and I'm not trying to live off of it, so it's I can kind of there's more freedom to it that way.
Yeah, dude.
And you know, it's plus like I don't know, I feel like if you're just trying to like, I mean, if you're just trying to shell out to like, you know, fit some like mold, I feel like it almost kind of sterilizes a lot of music. Some people are really good at it, but yeah, I feel like it puts a cap on creativity, and it's kind of lame. Yeah, and that's why I feel like we have a lot of really similar fucking music.
Yeah, very true. Very true.
Yep.
The lack of risk taking is really kind of egregiously bad.
Yeah.
And yeah, I would greatly. I think it's mostly people just find like you said, people find a niche and they just they know they can get money from that niche over and over again. So fuck it, milk it.
Yeah.
But there's also something to be said about, I guess, just knowing your style and getting good at it, you know?
Oh yeah, that's for sure. But that's something I really like about those weekly challenges, because like it like forces you to do something, at least something slightly different. But
I've been meaning to do one of those.
I did like the first like 4 or 5 weeks of it, like because it literally happened right as I went on winter break, and then the second ago when school started again, I haven't been able to do shit. Like
yeah, and like if you have like a full-time job, or if you're a full-time student and you want to work on your own music and that at the same time, good luck.
Hence the reason I've slept like 5 hours.
Yeah, I'm very, very snobby about my sleep.
I fucking love that house.
I know, I love that house
too. That's my favorite fucking house in this whole canyon.
Dude, yeah, same. I was about to point that one out, actually. That house is cool. I need to get myself like another GoPro so I can like have a front-facing camera.
That'd be tight.
Yeah.
Like, maybe even get like Because you probably have an iPhone, don't you?
No, I have Android.
Okay, good. I fucking hate Apple so much. But they do have good cameras.
Well, the Pixel 4 XL, dude, that has the better, like one of the best cameras still out of every fucking phone. It beat the iPhone 10 or whatever when it came out. And I bet you it's still beating Apple.
Good, because I hate Apple. They're just soulless.
I had to get well, I didn't have to. I probably could have waited longer, but there was no guarantee as to when the parts would be available to build my own computer like I wanted to. But I went ahead and just got a MacBook Pro.
They're good for making music, and it's just like one of those like just terrible things you just kind of have to deal with, because I think it's because the processor for like Macs just they process music way more efficiently, and their multi-threading is a lot more advanced, which is like it's like a necessary evil almost. But I mean, I just hate Apple. I try not to support them at all. Just because, like,
watch this
evil.
by the shifting column, by the way. But yeah, Apple. You know, to say I hate them would be wrong, because I think that
I don't hate them. I disagree with them.
Yeah, like, well, here's what's cool about Apple. They're very, very good at what they make.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, like, you know, they go to make a product, and they got really good at making that product exactly. And I mean, they know their customer base very well, and they're very good at marketing. So they have a very consistent, you know, value, I suppose, for lack of better words. And
it just feels like it's just so, it's like child-proof. And it's like, it feels like it's just like, it's got a parental lock on it for the rest of the world except for Apple.
Yeah, and here's also something that I was surprised to realize once I went back to Apple. So the last MacBook I had was like an 08, right?
Yeah.
And since then, since about 2011, 2012, I've had that laptop I've been using that you saw me with before, that big black one. And so, going from having Windows for that long, after having Mac, then going back to Mac, I'm kind of pleased to say that Mac kind of drifted more towards being similar to Windows than I would have expected it to continue drifting further, but it actually kind of Windows and Mac drift closer together.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the better way to put it. Like Windows probably went to meet Mac somewhere in the middle too. And so they both are very similar now.
Yeah.
Very similar.
They just have slightly better hardware on some things.
And Windows can play games.
Yeah.
I'm pissed off that my Mac can't do that. Fucking so much money and it can't even play video games.
Well, it's just because, like, Apple, like, did you see the whole thing with, like, I'm not huge into Fortnite, but I saw the whole thing with Fortnite. And when they just got super pissed off at Apple, and Apple was, like, wanting, like, so much money from them, and was just being, like, super terrible. So, like, Fortnite literally created an entire arc about, like this evil Apple corporation. And, like, literally the main character is like a fucking like black and white, just like super grayed out like Apple character that's just like in a suit and tie and is just like out to destroy everything.
That's hilarious.
And I was like, that's amazing.
That is amazing.
It's like a giant like middle finger to like Apple, and I was like, man, not a lot of people do that.
I love that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give them some. That's Epic Games, right?
Yeah.
Good for them. Good for them. Although Epic Games, a lot could be said about them too.
Oh yeah.
You know, they are far from perfect. You know who really like got a big bite out of the shit Apple back when this happened? Remember EA Games with Battlefront and the pay to win shit?
Oh yeah.
Where did that go?
Oh, I have no idea.
You know, because that was a big deal. That was a really big deal.
It feels like everything's pay to play now.
Yeah, pay to win at least.
Yeah.
Or, you know, you can stick on the hard grind, which some games actually still reward that.
Yeah.
I feel like, well, I haven't played video games in so long.
Yeah, I feel like with like everything else, and like I feel like music is just like, it's basically like, it's like heroin of creativity. It's just like every time I even have it in like the little bar at the bottom of my computer, I'll be working on stuff for school and I like see it and I'm like, oh god, get it away from me.
Yeah,
Go away.
You get that like twitch, that itch, you know what I mean?
I'm gonna make music. Like,
it's like, I got any of that music.
Right?
Fucking.
Just need to put a mid-side EQ on the 5th channel.
Oh my god, that's so funny. Wait, do you use Ableton?
Oh yeah.
Okay, cool.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I thought. It's such a... I
love it.
I love it. It's so good.
Mm-hmm.
It's so good. I hate that they just had to release like 10 and 11 like a year apart. But...
Oh, I know. I literally used my school loan to pay for my license in Ableton.
Really?
Yeah, I bought the suite, and it was like my first semester, and I started back, and I guess like this Fed loan was like they gave me a little bit more than I had needed for other classes.
Huh.
And I was like, I could use this loan to, make sure I have enough to eat and make sure I stay up on rent.
Yeah.
Or I can eat fucking ramen for the next couple months, which I did, and have Ableton. And you can see which railroad I picked.
Oh my gosh, that's classic.
Because I was like, dude, no, fuck that. I'm gonna grab that. But,
that's classic. Yeah, that's I got 11 too.
Oh, you got the 11? Yeah. I haven't done that one yet. I'm gonna wait until I get my fucking job.
Not a bad idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks cool. I don't know. I heard about like the comping and stuff like that. But
Okay.
yeah, I thought this guy was just gonna flip a bitch in front of us.
Maybe will. Who knows?
Yeah, how much better is 11 than 10?
Haven't even started using it yet.
Oh my gosh, it came out like a couple days ago already.
Yeah, it did. I haven't downloaded it yet. I'm not. My priority is just over the last week has just been getting ready for that set that we did last night, and it was pretty awesome. Actually, it turned out really well. Got a little drunker than I should have, but that was that's neither here nor there.
I've been kind of a ghost on the Discord. What was going on?
Oh, it was just a little producer showcase thing.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Have you guys started? Because I know you guys did one a couple weeks ago too. Nice.
Yeah, it was like the same thing. It was pretty cool. It had a decent turnout, and it was fun. It was really weird though. Like, I didn't expect any of this, but like there was someone who was like scouting out our group and then like found me and liked my music and showed up specifically to see me apparently.
Oh shit.
I was like, huh. I don't know whether or not to be like really like humbled and impressed or like halfway creeped out. Like I don't know.
Both. Yeah.
Yeah,
Both.
like both maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Maybe 60-40.
maybe 60-40?
Yeah.
Like, because you never know the intentions. Like, if it's just like music, then fuck yeah. But like, it was also just very strange. I was not expecting that.
As long as they don't have pictures of you in their bedroom or something, like.
Oh man, that would be the craziest thing. But yeah, have I experienced that? I don't know.
I've had one experience with that.
When I was a professional DJ, that would actually happen when I was playing at schools and shit. But
yeah, it's a little bit different now, I guess, because like quarantine. And, like I feel like it's so hard to reach out now. So it's just like when stuff like that happens, you're like, what?
Yeah, that's a very good point. Yeah, because to say that was expected would be completely wrong. What were you gonna say though about how you experienced something like that?
Honestly, it blows your mind when that stuff happens because like I feel like everyone's like especially me, like I'm my own worst critic, and I feel like a lot of artists are like that. And you're like, okay, I'm okay at music. And I remember I was in this metal band that me and my friends started. I was like maybe 16, 17, and so we played the show. It was kind of like Castle Rock, I think. And it was a decent turnout. We were like the openers, so like no big deal at all. And there was like maybe 15 people for us, and I was like, hey, whatever, I have anxiety, so this is fine. Like,
this is fine. Room is on fire.
Yeah, basically, yeah. But yeah, so we had a pretty good set. I mean, like it was like a post-core like emo metal band. Okay. So that was my shit. And so we play our set and kind of hang out with some of the other artists. Well, I think it was like the second to last set, second to last band that came on. I'm just kind of in the mosh pit, and this kid comes up to me. He's like, "You're Anthony." I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "You're the guitar player for Exile the Wicked, right?" And I was like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Why? What?" And like, because Exile the Wicked was the band I was in before. And he's like, "Yeah, like I saw you at like this show like in someone's garage like 3 years ago."
Whoa,
and I just loved like your
that's so
music.
cool.
I've been like following you ever since, and like it was like I came to this show to see you, and I was like, dude, what? Like,
that's actually really kind of like awesome.
yeah, and I like again, I was like, that's really sick, but I'm also a little creeped out. Like, what the fuck? Like,
You're just like, whoa, I've never experienced that. Like,
I don't even follow my own music like that. And but I was like, dude, that's sick. And I was like, let's mosh. And like,
Dude,
we just like
there
jumped
it
the
is.
mosh pit together. And I was like, this is sick.
dude, yeah, I think that's like actually, this is a really good point. Like, especially new artists, like people who, you know, like us who haven't been like, you know, doing this for a lifetime, you know, so that's what you just said is so true. Like, I don't even follow my music that much. Like, you'd ask me like, oh, what was the first song you ever released? I'd probably be like, I guess this one maybe. You know, I'd have to think about it, but then like, you know, I bet you there's someone out there that'd be like, oh no, it was this. I'm just like, oh shit.
Oh yeah, you know, your first song was from 2012 in this side project you totally forgot even existed.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I'd just be like, oh shit, yeah, I did that. You're right. Fuck. Wow. You know, because I think part of it is when you're making music, you kind of just zone out.
Oh yeah. Well, that and like I don't know if you've noticed it, but like as you get better at music, your ear becomes much more fine-tuned, and so you'll notice even small things, and it'll literally make something that sounds fine to everyone else sound like total trash.
Oh yeah.
And like,
oh yeah.
honestly, that's ruined a lot of like some of my favorite music too, because like there's even like I definitely love like it's like I guess it's progressive house. Like it's like you know Shingo Nakamura?
I think.
He's like, it's like the kind of just chill, like really vibey, like it's like
It's kind of like Atlas or Zoo.
kind of. Oh, what is the word for it? It's more like atmospheric, kind of like house, I guess, maybe.
Okay.
Anyways, super chill stuff. And there's a couple songs in the same genre that, like, I remember one I just loved, and I listened to it last night after I just kind of like was really in the zone with the song. And I was like, dude, this whole mix is so fucking oversaturated. Like, I just like heard it, I was like, this high end sounds like trash. But before I was like, oh, this song sounds so good, I love it. And I feel like you start to do that with your own music. That like you'll kind of listen to your stuff and like you're like, oh, this fucking sounds awful. Like, or of course like the meme, like fucking snare sounds like trash. And but like to other people, like they just don't hear that.
Yeah.
And you know, I feel like it's really a hard thing to kind of get over when you're making your own music.
Oh yeah, especially so that's a good ass point too. Every time I look back at my old music, like I mentioned this to my friend the other day. Every song I make progressively more and more, I hate like every past song more and more.
Oh yeah.
Like I just end up, some of them I'm sincerely like cringing when I hear them. I'm like, oh my god, like how did I ever release that and feel good about it? But you live and learn.
But to other people, they're just like, oh, it sounds professional, and then you hear it like, oh my god, like even like a song I released, I think like 3 months ago, when it came out, I like, you know, showed some friends like, dude, oh my god, this like you're sounding so good, like, you know, and they're like super stoked about it. And then I heard it like kind of like I was over at Lauren's house, and I was kind of just DJing a tiny little party for her, and I played that song, and then I played like the newest one I just put out, and it literally made, like my first one sounded like muffled hot garbage. And I was like, dude, what the hell?
Muffled hot garbage.
Yeah.
That sounds like a good band name.
Oh yeah, then maybe do like a punk band, muffled hot garbage.
Yeah, that sounds like a really good band name for like. Yeah, that's it.
Start a side project. Another one.
There it is.
God
Start a
damn
side
it.
project.
It's kind of like the whole thought of like, do you finish the song or you just start a new one?
Yeah, that's also a really good point.
Yeah.
God, it's tough when you're making music and you want to make more music.
Oh yeah, because it's like that same ADHD that helps you like, you know, get super creative and really push through and just like stay hyper focused. That same ADHD makes it super difficult to like stay focused.
It's such a weird conundrum.
Oh, also back there, like right before that turn, is a really cool like stop spot where you can like, it's like really like you can walk on top of the rocks.
Oh really?
Yeah, it looks really nice.
That's pretty sweet. There's a lot of really cool spots you get to go to when you're climbing too. Like
Upstairs.
there's a little pull off for parking right there, but yeah, like that's a person's house or something.
Oh, okay, I was gonna say like, what's like there's just random stairs just chilling out there.
That's actually what Led Zeppelin was inspired by when they wrote Stairway to Heaven.
Yeah.
That particular staircase.
Down. Okay. Wow. They're just like up here in Colorado, just high up their ass, and they're just like, all right, there we go, random staircase.
You know what this is? It's a stairway to heaven.
Oh man.
That's exactly it. Wow.
Colorado weed does amazing things.
It sure does. Even back then.
Oh yeah. It's funny. I remember. Like I saw. Like, have you seen that post that's like the picture of like High Times or whatever from like the 1970s and shows like all like the weed, like the top weeds from back then?
No.
They look like shit. Like,
Oh wait, maybe I have actually.
It like looks like the modern day equivalent of like the Mexican brick weed.
Oh really?
So bad.
That's really funny.
Yeah. But it's just like, but like when you look at that stuff, because that's like completely natural grown, you kind of notice now how many fucking GMOs are in weed. And it's like really funny. A lot of the people who are like super like they're ridiculously health conscious, like, oh, I don't want any GMOs in my food, but I'll fucking smoke weed. And it's just like there's so much. There's so many growth hormones in weed. Like especially if you get the stuff that's like super bulbous and really like dense. Oh, that is so many growth hormones to do
Well,
that.
my buddy grows, or he